After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Hewitt in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. No flagging forward, but won't get beyond the line. Shaq Griffin finishing that play off. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Now. Chased out to his right. And run right, throwing deep down the side. His first one in the Super Bowl is intercepted. The Clemson rookie has it. And the Bisons are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six.
Scooped up by the defense. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do. And they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fumble. If you're the type to believe in omens, this is a very worrying start to this game.
Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll give him a first down. Shotgun handoff to Brooks. Gets up the edge to the 35. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, until they finish this series off.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. Has room into the secondary. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Steamers parlay the turnover into a lead. So Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steamers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And it's the equivalent of what a touchback used to be here, up to the 25 before going out. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Lamar now from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. We've set it down for him at the 38.
Hey, middle.
First down. Here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check, but his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Running back sent in motion.
Middle. Go right there. No, we changed it.
Another try following the sack. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
We changed it. Hey, Ozzy, hey, middle.
Third and long for him here. He's looking deep once again. Big game downfield. They were running two on that play. And that gives them the first.
You know, kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Bouncing football. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Yeah.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Forced out to his right. They bring in pressure. Again he goes. And they're going to have to regroup after this one. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. They'll have the first down and even more. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
The throw is caught. And for a touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Pressure off left, and it's blocked.
Hey, Kate, how many times over the years have you seen an extra point miss like that? And you see the cameras pan over to, I don't know, Peyton Manning sitting on the bench, and the look of disgust he has, knowing the offense just drove down the field, did their job, and
Oh, he muffed it. It's loose. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. The drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And that one's behind him, and that's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. to throw. Flush down out to his left. As his target, it's Johnny Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set it down. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And that'll be a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than...
Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. Second quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And they got to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Escapes his grasp. He slides down and enough to pick up that first. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later. Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
Catch is made down the right sideline. He'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it'll give him a first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Back now, pressure on its way. And the out route complete. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hand off on second and short. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short when we play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and similar down the distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. They'll throw on first. On the move, headed right. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Steelers grow the lead to 7. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Brings in the kick at the 9. Returns looking good so far. And a great return has the offense just a touch shy of midfield as they start this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with a great field position.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. This finds Smith. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's keeping it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it again. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's got it. He has the touchdown. The 2nd touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Jackson throwing for it. Buying some time right. And he brings it in. They go for 2 and the tie, and it works out. Operating at it. Kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First and 10, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last 2nd attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing it again on 2nd down. Buys time, rolling right. On the move, looking. Oh, someone slipped in. It's intercepted. Still with it. And the Steelers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed. Got him the ball back.
Past midfield at the 45. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. The New Broncos won almost to midfield before he's tackled.
We got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. What you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Looking to throw, Jackson. He's got Smith. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Got to be pretty good after. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
He turns it.
Here's Lamar. Bails out of the pocket quick. Has it in close. Touchdown! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question...
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! They scoop up the block inside the 30. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2 points. Well, Brock, you never want to take the point after for granted, and this play shows why. However unlikely, we don't see it often, but there's always a chance that they can get through for the block, and then it's a foot race down the field.
And then you got to really give credit. Like the credit guy, give a slice to everybody because it takes them all in special teams. It starts with making the block, and then everybody alert enough to transition to set up the return.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dumps. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Headed out right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Within 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Chased out to his right. Oh, he got a top, and they drop him. Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Cade York now on for the field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Off the edge, and it's blocked.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. Has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Lamar now from the gun. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Hey, come on.
Second and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and he gets him a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It's Marcus Williams in on that stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Kick the running back in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. Buying some time left. Now he fires it deep down the near side. That was supposed to be a mistake. That's intercepted. Marcus Williams has it. And the Steelers will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40. Well, mission accomplished by the pass rush, right, partner? That is their goal. If you can't get the QB down, encourage him to roll left, make a throw across his body. Well, they forced him to do that. He threw it, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, I like that word, encourage. Right? Just give him a little push that way. And you can feel the guys in coverage. They get sticky. It's like Velcro. They know if they can get tight in coverage, that QB rolling against his arm, the ball's not coming with the same velo, and it could be a sitting duck exactly like that, a target for them to go hit.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. It's his running back. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
The handoff on 3rd and short. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he gets this one down to the 27. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. So we're winding winding down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They go play action here. That one finds Josh Downs. And he's in. Touchdown! The Steamers take a fourth-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
You're good on the point after. And the Steamers push their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And this won't be a return. It's going to be a touchback, but because it hit in the landing zone first, Brock, per the new rules this season, the ball comes out to the 20 and not the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Taken in by Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
Hey, middle.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. Look at that. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. By the time the sideline saved him and his team.
Middle. No, we changed it. You at X.
Pressure coming. It's Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he's going for it again. It's a gain of 29 yards. And they'll have 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st down. Here's Lamar. Flushed out of the pocket. Taken off him again. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. It gave him just enough room to run.
Yeah.
From the gun, Jackson. Has it in close. He's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, kid. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Lamar. Finally gets one to go after a couple of misses already in this one. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Rolling out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 3. He rolls to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion's the part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely. Throwing it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
That's going to be so frustrating for them. When you're fighting the good fight, you even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Getting out to his left. Change of possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
Now here he goes.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 29. Buying some time right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think more than ever, QBs today are so good at doing this, Kate, buying himself enough time and actually finding a target downfield. Just this time, he couldn't quite make that connection.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. Brown still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Steelers have some new life in the 4th.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Setting up to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Gets some space around midfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard. left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. Running in the red zone. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal. Back to throw. Dump off Popeye's back. And he will score. Give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20. They're out and set, first and 10. He'll look to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down.
No, we changed it.
And motion him out of the backfield. On first down, Jackson vacates quickly left side. He's on the move. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
We changed it.
Lamar now from the gun. He's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Bisons take a 4-point lead. After seeing his point after blocks, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Oh, he loafs it. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Putting a receiver in motion. Pass play on first and 10. That's the problem. Barnes offside. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play. Keep driving that defense backwards.
got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Never hits the ground, incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So second down coming up.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. The defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
One final shot here. Buying some time left. This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, they could bring it off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's going to end. And all that work is rewarded. They're your new Super Bowl champions. The commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, making an appearance now to present the Lombardi Trophy to this incredible group, your champions of Super Bowl 59. So that's a wrap on another incredible year of NFL coverage here on EA Sports. It was a memorable and very fun first year in the booth for myself and my partner in crime here, Mr. Brock Heward. Until next season, I'm Kate Scott. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and good night from New Orleans.